Hey there, Lauri here, and today on Paintings and Postures, we're all about creating some peace. This painting, entitled Peace, is about that. It's depicting someone in lotus or an easy pose, which for me represents calm and peacefulness and contentment. It's a traditional meditative pose, so it embodies all that is relaxing and peaceful, as well as the colors are soothing. The whole mood of the piece is peaceful and serving as a reminder to bring some peace into your life. Now that may take a little practice. Can you allow a situation to be as it is and embrace it even? Easy to do when it's a joyful or positive looking experience, a little more difficult when it's something challenging. But that's where the practice comes in, where you create that peacefulness inside. No matter what's showing up outside for you, it won't affect that inner calm. And then you have more power to change what's coming into your world. So using this painting as a reminder, and even to come into that state of, helping you come into that state of peacefulness, is what it's about. So along with that, I have very peaceful, restorative, easy practice just to calm things down and set a mood of peacefulness that you can tap into when needed. So have your yoga mat ready and grab a block or some blankets or pillows. We'll need them in a bit, so have those nearby as we get ready to start. Taking a comfortable seat for you, and you can even sit on your blankets or your block if that allows your hips to release a little better, a little more gently. Inhaling and exhaling. Just allow your eyes to close for a few breaths as you elongate and soften the breath, and set an intention to be peace. Allowing your eyes to open now. We're going to come to all fours. And as a reminder, as we get started with the movement, again, to change it up and modify it so it works for your body. So you can take my instructions as a guide and then make it work for you. So we're going to start with knees under hips and hands under elbows and shoulders-ish. And then take it from there and adjust it so it feels good for you. And as you bend your elbows, inhaling and then exhaling, rounding up to a cat. Bend your elbows and inhale to your cow. And not overly stretching, overly exerting here. Just gentle movements, peaceful movements. Exhaling up to cat, inhaling to dog. And then as you come around to your next cat, breathing here for a few breaths, into the upper back, into the shoulders. Let it out with a sigh. Then you open your mouth and stick out your tongue. Release some jaw and neck tension. Circle. Play with it. There's little areas that need some extra attention. And then your next inhalation, bending in and finding a dog. And again, breathing into this, moving it around. Again, gentle, peaceful movements. Nice. Coming back to center, taking a breath. And as you inhale again, you're going to bend everything in and then extend your right arm up to the sky. And then exhale it down. Inhale back up. Elongate and stretch. Exhale, reach through. Do one more, inhale it up, and then exhale back. And if you want to snuggle your cheek down to the floor, if that's feeling good, and pause here for a few breaths. Maybe you can take that left arm up and circle from the shoulder up, one direction, the other direction. Give an inhale and extend a little more, and then as you exhale, lift yourself back up and elongate that spine. Give it an inhale, bending in. As you exhale, wave that left arm up. And as you exhale again, thread it through. Inhale it up, exhale it down. Inhale it up, we're warming up the core. Exhale, bring that breath up. One more. Inhale up, exhale through. Let that cheek come down if that's comfortable. Keep the hips over the knees and snuggle in here for a few breaths. If you want to take the right arm up and circle one direction then the other, and just relax into it. Inhale up a little more, fill out your pose, and then as you exhale, press down. Nice. Coming back to all fours, and let's inhale and exhale here. You're going to inhale, bend the elbows, take that right knee up, and then extend, press back. As you inhale again, bring it in and step forward. Elongate the spine here, send the sits bones back into space, and roll up from the lower belly. Nice, through the spine, raising the arms. So here I'd like you to adjust your foot position. So we're going to come down a little lower, and I don't want your knee to come past your ankle. So if your foot's all the way in here when you come down, it's going to be a little stressful on your knee. So adjust that. Extend your arms up as you inhale. As you exhale, bring a fist of fire. Inhale gently and back. So you can always roll up your mat or put your blanket under your knee here if this is uncomfortable. And get some buoyancy as you hold this now down. You want to really drop out in the hips. You want to keep some lift there. Keep it activated. Nice. One more breath here. Extend, reach it up, and take the fingertips down, the palms, and take the knee back. Wiggle it out a little. Give it an inhale. Bending elbows. Draw the knee, left knee into the chest, and then extend back. As you inhale again, draw it in, and step forward with that left foot. Again, adjusting so the knee's over the ankle. Tuck your hips in, elongate the spine. Actually, send your hips back. And then, drawing up from the lower belly. Inhale it up, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Nice. So just a gentle hip flexor, stretch, well, on your spine, rolling that up. And stretch it up. And let's come down, fingertips to strong palms. Take that left leg back. Nice. So now you're going to come back onto your seat. Take your hands behind you, fingertips facing out. And just pause here for a few breaths. Don't let the head come back because that'll pinch your cervical vertebrae. We don't want that. We want to elongate, open. Lift up from that lower belly and open up the heart, open up the chest for a few breaths here. Nice. And then coming back. Little cat and dog. Bending in. Again, gentle. Remind yourself to be peaceful. Deepening the breath. Softening. And coming back to center. So let's take a seat and bringing your feet together. If this is really hard for you to sit up straight with the elongated spine, you can sit on your brick. If not, have your brick coming in front of you. And we're going to wiggle in here and wave out for a bit. And just explore, find some areas that need attention. Make it flowing, make it exploratory. And there's little nooks and crannies where some stagnation happens, and play with it. Pause where you need to pause. Maybe this feels really good on your side waist. And you can just pause and breathe into those tight areas. Not being concerned that you need to be a certain shape. Just getting into the feeling of it more. Nice. So coming back to center now. Wave the spine out long a couple times. Down, wave it out long. Coming down. And then taking your brick and adjusting the height as needed. So you can just rest your head. You can rest on your hands if you need a little more height. And release. Allow the upper back body to open and soften. Lengthen the spine and relax into the back body. You can roll side to side, gently massaging your third eye, your seat of intelligence. And then just enjoy the restorative aspects of this shape. Create some peace while you're here, using the breath. Now one more breath here. And as you exhale again, pressing yourself up from the lower belly. Widen your legs now and keeping them bent. You're going to wave side to side and wiggle out here. Again, gently. You're not particularly warm at this point, not a lot of movement. So you want to play here and feel the stretch along the muscles, the inner thighs, not in your joints. So if this is a happy spot with your knees bent here, let yourself be here. Rest on your block, rest on your blankets. If your legs are a little more open, you can snuggle down a little more. Again, your practice. Make your choices that best serve you. Gentle, gentle, calming, peaceful moves, peaceful breath. And when you get to your place of contentment, again, you can rest on your block, either with your hands, on your head. So the forehead coming to the brick, whichever height is perfect for you in this moment. So a few soothing, calming breaths, and just let your body turn to butter. Soften, release. Look for those areas of tension and tightness and see what you can soften. Let the breath wash over and release a little more. Your next inhalation, and let's lift up from the lower belly and coming up. Take your brick along with you. And I'm going to turn sideways on your mat. Coming down onto your spine. And give yourself a little hug here. You circle your knees. Allow your spine to come completely on the floor. Knees come down, feet on the mat. And then take your brick and place it under your hips. So you don't want it too far up. You don't want it on your spine, just on your pelvis, on the lower. You can take it, again, at the appropriate height for you. And take a breath here and just release. This is a wonderful inversion. Right here, detoxing, calming, starting to get the lymph system working, or that's helpful, and as an immune boost. So your lymph system needs the inversions, it needs the movement to help circulate. So breathing here, again, holding any and all of these poses for as long as you want. You can always pause the video and hold them up to anywhere from 1 minute to 5 minutes if it feels comfortable. So from here, if this is feeling nice and cozy for you, you want to take it a little further, you can take your knees up and then the feet. So like a legs up the wall without the wall. Again, getting more of an inversion. Now your feet and your legs, the lymph is coming down, giving you an extra immune boost. So again, hold this for as long as you want. When you are done, remove the brick off to the side, windshield wipe your legs back and forth, and then extend out into a relaxation pose for a few minutes or as long as you have time for, and bring that peacefulness, that calmness back into your experience. Pause here and breathe. Enjoy the peace that you created and take it out into your day with you. Namaste.